Bienvenue. Les aventures de Frank et Ben. Deuxième série. Frank and Ben go to Winnipeg. Première histoire. Frank and Ben go to Winnipeg. Part 1. Ben has an uncle who lives in Western Canada. He lives on a ranch and has about 50 head of cattle. This uncle is a good guy and likes Ben. Many times he has visited Ben's family in Perkins. He has also met Frank, Ben's friend. Both Ben and Frank get along well with Ben's uncle. Ben's uncle is called Bob. Uncle Bob invites Ben and Frank to come out west and stay on his ranch for a couple of weeks. It is the summer holidays. Ben and Frank are on vacation. They don't have to go to school, and so they quickly accept Uncle Bob's invitation. It's not long before they get on a plane and go to Winnipeg. Uncle Bob meets them at the airport. He's wearing a cowboy hat, jeans, and cowboy boots. Everything he wears looks stiff and new. All his clothes look like they came straight from the store. His boots are made of snakeskin and are very expensive. His hat is a white Stetson. His jeans are Levi's. There is a red polka dot handkerchief sticking out of the breast pocket of his embroidered shirt. Everything he wears is very expensive and new. All his clothes look like they were never worked in. They look like the kind of clothes a cowboy in Hollywood would wear. Uncle Bob drives them to his ranch in a brand new pickup truck. In the back of the truck are a half-dozen bales of straw, a couple of bales of alfalfa, and a couple of bales of hay. All of this is for Uncle Bob's 2 horses. One is a pinto and the other is a palomino. Uncle Bob keeps horses, but he hardly ever rides them. If he rode them, he would get his clothes dirty. Uncle Bob doesn't like to wear dirty clothes. They drive to the ranch. It takes them over an hour to reach it. The ranch is north of Winnipeg in an area full of forest and stony pastures. Bob's ranch house is surrounded by trees. It is made of logs. The logs have been varnished to protect them. The logs are shiny because of the varnish. Inside the ranch house are all sorts of animals. They are stuffed animals and so do not move or make a mess in the house. They are always absolutely still. They don't make any noise. Everywhere Frank and Ben look, they see a stuffed animal. On the walls are the heads of a moose and 2 deer. The antlers of the moose are very big. There is also a bear head hanging on the wall. Its mouth is open, and it has big white teeth. There are also a lot of stuffed birds. There are partridges, pheasants, geese, quail, and ducks. Why are there so many stuffed animals in Bob's house? Bob likes to hunt. He hunts big game and small game. He also likes to fish. There are even stuffed fish in the ranch house. There's also bear skin on the floor. Everywhere there are dead animals. Bob seems to think this makes his house look good. He asks Frank and Ben, "Do you like my house?" Frank says yes. Ben says yes. But later Ben tells Frank, "There are too many stuffed animals in this house. I didn't realize my uncle had killed so many things."